you know, pumping it into the Chronosphere. We have a Morphling. This is my first Morphling of the regional qualifiers, but we saw quite a few Morphlings in the open, doing some good work. Oh, did you get the one game secret lost?
10 seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining.
Yeah. Yeah, they could. I'm not sure though. We'll see when folks pick it up. You know what a lot of teams have been doing a lot of teams have been doing the swap around. Yeah, so does Koikva's Invoker. His Invoker's fantastic. Also really nice against the Faceless Void because of course if that Chronosphere is there, maybe you're not caught in it, you toss the Faceless Void up into the air. Always good times. Yeah.
10 seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining.
The real question here that I have is, earlier when I was casting Koikva's Invoker, he did not have the new fancy set. He still does not have the new fancy set. Disappointed. I actually don't enjoy hats, but people here will not shut up about the Invoker set, so they're all hat addicts. Like they're heroin. But let's get into it. Which team would you like to introduce smart packs? Oh. Yeah, he's a dinosaur, but... meanwhile, on Empire, we got the Tachyon Master Faceless Void being played up by Mastermind. We got Ramsey splashing around on that Morphling. Timbersaw gonna be played up here by Scandal. Disruptor, not actually disrupting, because that belongs to Shadow Demon. Being played there by King R. And finally, Phoenix, gonna be played by Miposhka, who does place a nice ward up in top lane. This is one of the first games we haven't seen the TP, for us on this stream, that we haven't seen the early TP rotations to place those deep wards. Yeah, it's just, I was expecting the mid ones. Usually there's a ward here, sometimes a ward here, or a ward here. No. But he tried, and it definitely gave him a scare. Yapsor, of course, going to be picking that up, getting closer to his bottle. It looks like they're trying to run an aggro tri-lane for escape, and this is the lane that will not die. Yeah. Yeah, I think this is a pretty sensible lineup. It's not going to be great here for the Faceless Void, but at least he always has the easy escape with the Time Walk, especially as he gets levels up in that. And taking a look down in bottom, Kazu not going to have a terribly fun time against Disruptor here, who can do a lot of good damage over time. And since the Glimpse doesn't care about your Kraken Shell... Oh, are we lane switching already? Yeah, he doesn't need to care up against the Tidehunter. He understands his positioning. If the Tide walks towards him, well, he just walks away. So, Ramsey's... Yeah, I think they're keeping a good eye on Yapsor, though, and maybe we'll see some strength morphing. Yeah, he's already actually switching it up a little bit on Morphling. We'll see if he goes for more. Up in this top lane, they still haven't moved over. Afterlife is taking a lot of damage. He won't go down here, but... he is being shown the power of Era's level 1 Heartstopper aura. Yes, that's what he went. The range got nerfed, the damage got amped.
I'll never Destruction is coming.
Yeah.
Devised.
Yes. But on the other hand, it's right, so you can still get the experience, but when you come in, you're punished more harshly, which I think is really painful for Faceless Void with the way that Time Walk works.
Yeah.
Yeah. Speaking of Disruptor, he is going to look for a Courier Snipe. Fortunately, not going to find anything. Maybe he's just venturing, but yeah, I think he was looking for a Courier Snipe. Yeah, but he's not sending them, and instead, maybe they can open up on Koik for Disruptor, I believe. Last time I checked, yeah, still hadn't skilled. Scandal right up in the face of Koikfa. He's got 2 points already in that reactive armor, so even with the cold snap, he won't take too much hate here. Yeah, I actually really like the decision to keep Era up here, because normally we do see the Faceless Void kind of disrupt the farm, but of course having a lot of trouble in this dual lane getting anything with the way that Necrophos works. Oh, although Cinderin taking some lost hits, what a jerk. He actually has 4 of them already. You also have to be careful here, I think, if you're Escape, because letting Ramses free farm, yes, Morphling needs a lot of farm to come online, so I do think the Necrophos and the IO will be able to rotate a bit faster, but he's gonna, because of this free farm, get a very early Lincoln Spear, which causes a lot of problems for this Escape lineup. Speaking of, Yapsor taking a lot of damage from the Disruptor, does have Glimpse, but probably not going to use it here. Oh, Timbersaw though, coming on in, and Yapsor gonna have to walk it away. Yeah. Well, in mid, we haven't talked about the matchup too much, but Timbersaw actually does have the lead. I like it. I like it a lot. We're seeing... Yeah. Obviously with the Forge Spirits out. Meanwhile, up top, Era, I'm expecting that at level 6 they'll try to make a go onto Afterlife. And, right now, they're just kind of being calm. They're pushing it the lane a little bit, interestingly enough.
Yeah.
Yep. Yeah, Afterlife, he's taking, I mean, it's really painful. Look at the Hot Stopper aura. It is ticking him down massively. So it's something where I don't think he can fight into that. Luckily, Era isn't level 6 yet, but I think if he just sticks around, he might accidentally go down. And there we go. Afterlife tries to get rid of some of these creeps. Has to time walk off the poison touch.
A gift from the tempest of battle.
Yeah, he went back down because like he gained levels and he put it back down to 380. They're giving it a go on to Kezu. There's also the Sun Ray. He's taking quite a bit of damage. A nice Anchor Smash to try and reduce what they've got going up. Cinderin has the Shallow Grave. He'll throw it out. He'll be glimpsed backwards, and my game has completely lagged out. Thank you, stream. It looks like somehow... Okay, I did not see. Tide TP'd right as the glimpse because I lagged. That's what it looks like. Yep.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Yeah.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
I think that it's also, I'm excited to see when the Tide actually gets to rotate. He's level 5.5. Obviously, first Ravage of the game, often something similar to the Black Hole, where you might blow it on not the biggest engagements. And I really think it could be important here to get some of the good momentum shift or escape gaming, or to threaten a push, just saying, hey, if you come and fight us face to face, we'll Ravage. And
Yeah.
you don't have the damage yet to kill us in the Chronosphere.
Yeah.
Dazzle.
Yeah. So, and I also enjoy how I have notifications off, and yet they still show things. Thank you, Dota 2. We'll try to fix that later. So, but yep, yes. Well, you can turn off all of the friend stuff and so on, but there are some which still pop up. Like one of the groups. Oh, okay. Chronosphere on top, onto Era. The IO gonna come and try and help him out. He'll also have the heal coming here. Era turning around and fighting a little bit, getting glimpsed backwards. He can kill off the Phoenix here. He just needs to use the ult. No, will it be enough with the heal? Yes, it will. First blood being drawn by Era there, and this has gone horribly wrong for Empire. Oh, Afterlife, you did not want to use Time Walk there. What was he doing? They're going to try to chase him down. They got the IO balls hitting Afterlife. Will the ticks be enough? One more auto attack, and Eric gets a second kill up in that top lane.
Top tower is under attack.
Oh, they're thinking about doing it onto Ramses. They should just Ravage and Sunstrike. Well, Pax, for once, I'm agreeing with you massively. Oh, Ramses, he's just standing here. He's actually healing up a bunch, and it's sad. Okay, we're leaving. So.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Illusion.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Yeah, Era also finishing off that Veil. When is go time for Escape? Because that's something I'm a little bit worried about here. I feel like their lineup, they're running a carry Necrophos who is in trouble. Glimpse back again. Era will have heal up in 3 seconds. IO trying to save him in the meantime. He is going to be just fine here. And suddenly, with those heals, he needs a little bit more mana. But again, Empire unable to seal the deal onto Era. I want to say when is go time, because obviously when you're running a Necrophos core, not quite as traditional carry as a Morphlane. Well, they're gonna again try to make something happen in this top lane. Yapso gets pulled backwards, but just tethers away. Phoenix, Icarus dives forwards, but Era, he's right in the middle here. He's ready with his ult. You need to be careful, Ramses. It's gonna be a scandal. They stop him from getting away. He gets Necrophos down. Now, Ramses, you better be careful, because Era, he has no chill. 3-0 in favor of Escape. And Empire just can't get on the board.
Yep.
Dire's top tower is under attack. Dire's middle tower has fallen. Dire's top tower has fallen.
I'm expecting maybe a blink out here next to help with the positioning. Obviously,
Yeah.
really nice in this lineup because you'll see Tide getting one eventually, but also Io can always, you can blink in, Io can tether to you, that can help you get to the Io balls out further. Miposhka went pretty deep. I'm not sure if they saw him with the Forge Spirits. It's nighttime, so hard to say. I'm not quite sure what he's doing down here. I thought maybe he was going to place a ward behind the tower. No, he's just trying to hide. He's gonna Icarus dive up, and he should be fine. Yeah, there goes the
Dire's
TP
bottom
out.
tower
Sunstrike
is
gonna be
under
off the mark.
attack.
Yeah.
I was so confused as to what you were going on about. I was looking at top
Dire's
lane
bottom
because
tower
there
is
was
under attack.
potential look engagement at
Radiant's
Ramses,
middle
and
tower
you're
is
just
under
freaking out
attack.
about the wards. Yeah. Yeah. Oh. Well, on mid lane, can they make it happen? The smoke has been
Radiant's
broken.
top tower is under attack.
Oh, the catching up. It's gonna be Yapsol, glimpse backwards, looking like they should be able to finally bring him down. Kezu taking a lot of damage here as well. Let's see what he can do, but looks like it'll be backing out. They have the Ravage, they haven't used it really, but they don't need to. Sitting back and farming is working in the favor of escape.
Dark light!
Please.
Yeah, I actually really like the blink first. Obviously, having the mech out is really powerful, but I think for a couple different reasons. I'm not expecting the IO to make the mech, especially since you do go for mana boots, but I feel like the blink, they're having some trouble getting that initiation and jump onto folks, and so having the blink ravage, error with the follow blink in, and so on. So, yeah, super nice. Yeah. So, sorry, I was just checking, apparently the stream title is wrong, but, unfortunately can't change that, so. 'Cause we don't normally use BTS4. I don't have permission. There's the Ravage coming out. Will they be able to do anything? The Chronosphere. Kezu in a bit of trouble, but Miposhka going to get knocked down. Kezu still alive. And goodness me, there is just so much sustain on this escape lineup.
Yeah.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack. Dire's structures
Oh,
are falling.
well, no, Ramsey's may be in trouble. Era will have another heal up in 2 seconds. What is Ramsey doing? Sticking around here. He has to be careful. He thinks he can fish off Era, but I wouldn't be so sure. Era's gonna heal up again. Ramsey's morphing strength. Era now in a little bit of trouble. He has a lot of one charges, has to pop them all. Where is the whirling death scandal? Where is the timber chain? Where is it? He's gonna chain to something. Era getting healed up now. Will he be okay? No, he won't. Finally, Era goes down. Dominating streak headed the way of Scandal, and poor Yapsol left alone against the big bad man himself. So Scandal getting the work done, but meantime, bottom tower being sieged by all of Escape.
Dire's bottom tower has fallen.
Yeah.
Well-gotten gains.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
Yeah, this is really scary for Empire. They're 7,500 gold behind, over 4,000 experience as well, and they have some good defensive wards coming
Radiant's
out,
middle
but
tower
you can
is
see
under
that the
attack.
map control is firmly in the hands of Escape. This ward's super deep up here, and also this one just giving them a good idea of what's going on at Roche at any time. I mean, I think if they want to kill someone in the Chronosphere, they have to go for the IO or the Dazzle. Oh, okay, coming from behind, another Reaper Scythe onto the Phoenix. Miposhka cannot catch a break, and this is going to be Roshan. Will they contest? Chronosphere is up. I mean, they've got Static Storm, they've got Chronosphere, they've got Chakram, of course, because that thing's always up.
Pit.
You don't think so, even in the pit?
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
Oh, it's going to be a Roshan going the way of the Necrophos. Easy pickup there. And now Era as well. What did he finish up lately? Oh, okay. Glimpse backwards. Yeah, he does have Ravage though, so this may actually just be the setup for a big Ravage if Cancel and someone decide to come on in here. Afterlife drops the Chronosphere, but it's Kezu. This is the tie down to how are you bringing him down. They do the small thing, they instead try to chase the Dazzle, who immediately uses the Shallow Grave, but there's the Adaptive Strike. Cinder and should go down here. He will fall. Kinetic Field not going to catch anyone, and that should end the engagement. If they extend too far, oh, they glimpse back Era. They want to burn this Aegis, but Ravage, no, the Static Storm perfectly placed on top of Kezu. He can Ravage now though, and he does manage to hit it onto two of the heroes. Era still alive, still working to bring somebody down. He's very low. He does end up losing that Aegis, and the rest of Empire are coming. There's going to be a nice supernova in the backlines. Era just blinking away and healing onto Ramses. And so Empire, they'll burn the Aegis and they'll pick up a kill. That's a win. Oh, if they get on out here, yes they will. Yeah. Yeah. To put that in context, they have 4 kills on Empire. Scandal has been a part of around all of them.
Yeah.
Just because we've been getting I've been getting some really slow games in Europe. This is unfortunately typical, not too many kills. This game a bit of an exception because there has been a lot of action, but they're very hard to kill on Escape. But yeah, just an impressive job on a Timbersaw in a game with so few kills. Yeah, they're still very far ahead when it comes to network. Oh, and going for the jump! Goodbye, Disruptor! Static Storm was up there, so they don't have to worry about fighting into this, and Disruptor dead for literally years. How do they defend here, Empire?
Radiant structures are fortified. Radiant's top tower is under attack. Radiant's top tower has fallen.
Yeah, I like that Necrophos has gone for a Dagon. I do worry, obviously, if they fail 1 or 2 high ground pushes, they'll be in a lot of trouble on Escape.
Radiant's bottom
Yeah, he's
tower is under
trying to
attack.
stay off into the sidelines, like you mentioned. Doesn't want to give them a good idea of the initiation, and I like that. Obviously, it's a huge tool, but at the same time, it looks like they're trading a tier 1 for a tier 2. So, not so great for Empire.
Dire's top tower has
Well,
fallen.
oh, you were gonna say? Wow, actually... Yeah, I mean, that's what I wanted to talk about. He's going straight, I assume, for the refresher. I guess there's a small chance it's something like a Lotus Orb, but that doesn't make so much sense here. So he's not gonna finish the Guardian Greaves, just refresher time.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Yep.
Oh, Scandal getting blown up. They ravaged for that. That's how you lock down that slippery Timbersaw. And actually, he's not dead for very long because of the Bloodstone. No. Yeah. Yeah, Absol getting ready to help out Kezu with Ramses in the middle lane. He, of course, has a Morphling replicate at the... Oh my goodness.
Taste your own rot.
He had a replicate ready. Turns out it didn't matter because it's Dagon Gaming time. That was also such great communication, the fact that the Tidehunter used the Gust to break the Lincolns at the same time as Era used the Dagon. There was such a small window for that.
Yeah, that...
Yeah, he's 5th on the net worth. Obviously, a lot of that to do with the fact that Empire is so far behind when it comes to gold, but this isn't what feels like the Morphling that we're used to seeing incredibly farmed, and he did have free farm earlier in that lane. Oh, Ramses this time gonna be able to get on out. I want to say replicate away, but oh, Miposhka, no, Era's coming for you again. Miposhka has to know because there was the aura on top. They're gonna see. Well, no, Era just unable. Actually, if he'd gone for the Dagon instead of the Reaper Scythe, that would have been a kill. Well, yeah, a little bit greedy, but happens to the best of us. We have, yeah, it's Kezu again. I'm not sure this is the guy you want to glimpse. He may just ravage all of you if you're not careful. Morphling doesn't have an illusion up right now, and suddenly Sunstrike onto Scandal. He's in a lot of trouble. He manages to pop up some magic resistance and he has to kill himself. Because there weren't other options. Kezu will have Blink up, it ready for the Ravage. He wants to find multiple people, but instead they'll just go on Disrupt. They're very happy to pick him off with the help of Ice Wall. And so Morphling, he is off to the sidelines. Oh, they're just gonna kill his illusion, making sure that they are not getting any of those shenanigans. Yeah, not a great situation to be in. It does feel like Ramsey's having some trouble getting the replicates off or morphing over to that illusion. I think the other big problem here is even though they're sieging Escape will be sieging up into a chronosphere. It's not as scary because they can Alacrity, you know, Era, who will have the Aegis most likely, just have him poke away at the tower. Speaking of, he is in a chronosphere. There is a Sun Ray going out onto him as well. Yapzor is right there healing up Era. He might need a little bit of a hand instead. Phoenix not going to be broken there. And now Yapzor is just actually breaking down the Supernova. And King, Era about to finish him off too. There's a Ravage blocking Scandal in place. Sunstrike coming down right on top of him. And he will be falling here after another heal. They don't even need it. Just the auto attack should be enough. They just don't have the damage.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack. Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
Yeah. Well. Okay, we got almost a Dagon kill up on the Phoenix. Once that bad boy is level 5, this is going to be a huge problem. And I was going to show that Escape are about 20,000 net worth ahead, 15,000 experience. I knew that Empire hadn't been performing at, I think, their best that I've seen before, but I didn't know that Escape was so good. It's obviously been hard to tell since there's been a bit of lull in seeing their results, since a lot of teams who were invited to regionals, we haven't seen them play.
Dark light!
He just doesn't have that early damage. It feels like, yes, Waveform can do a lot, so can the Adaptive Strike, but not nearly as much as the Jug, Spin, Omni Slash, and so on and so forth. So we will be seeing a nice Aegis going out onto Era again, and I feel like with this, they should be able to team wipe them, and that takes them to breaking the high ground. The saving grace for Empire is that the only push they really have is that Invoker Alacrity and the Forged Spirits. The rest of the heroes, they can hit the tower, but they're not excellent pushes. So maybe if Empire can take out Quakefur somehow, they'll have a chance here. But oh no, it looks like Era more interested in blowing up Afterlife. Faceless Void is down. He can't buy back, and there's going to be no way to stop this push now. How far is... Oh, he just bought out before he died, the Maelstrom recipe. So he really can't buy back. Yep. Quakefur doesn't even need it. Gonna just Alacrity himself up and pound through this creep wave. There they go, Ravage, and now the meatball double. Ravage coming out too, immediately dead. King R's gonna fall here as well. Does get off a beautiful Static Storm, but it doesn't matter if nobody has damage to put into it. Buybacks immediately flying out. There aren't big ultis left over. They use them all, but Era is just zone them. He has an Aegis. He doesn't care. Tornado manages to hit onto one and the illusion. Supernova in the backline, but Quakefur, he'll just stand there, take some of the burn, and then eventually walk it on out, and they can just wait for the next wave. Era is still inside of the base. Is he going to get a handout? There is Kezu coming in. Era showing off that BKB. No longer Scandal is able to damage him. Era also has a Dagon that he could just casually use there. Decides against it because Rax, that's what they're taking down. And bottom lane will be broken.
Dire's middle tower is under attack. Dire's middle tower has fallen.
Yeah, I mean, Era, this guy, so hard to kill. He still has the Aegis. Another Reaper sight. Scandal is dead for 100 seconds, and only one caught in the Chronosphere, being Cinder, and Afterlife just desperately trying to find Yapzor, will not be able to. Ramses finishes the job. Io with the buyback. GG's are called. And we'll see Escape take their final game of the day.